Hey everyone, this is Financial Literacy 101. I'm your host, Ross World. And today I just want to kind of give you the message of trust but verify, right? Listening to your family, listen to your friends, listen to third party associates, trust but verify. Even myself, right? I thought about this. We subscribe to different entities, different sources, different outlets of media and social media, have you, or even your social groups that you may be a part of. And we trust what these people actually say, and we don't actually verify, right? Because case in point, your kids, okay, your kids, they give you information, your loved one, your significant other, they give you information, but damn if you're going to take every single word that they tell you, because most times, often than not, that you're going to trust, but then you need to verify. Like, I know my kid doesn't lie, I know my significant other doesn't lie, but let me just verify this information. And how does this help you? This information, I'm telling you right now, will absolutely save your life. It will save your life on so many levels. I mean, take for instance the information we receive in the food industry about milk is bad, milk is good, milk is this. Do your research, okay? And I'm gonna just give you plain simple, that way you can do your own. They said milk build healthy strong bones. That's true, but milk is a substance that comes from a cow, right? For a cow. Right now, case in point, you might think this is gross, you might think this is gross test, you might think this is nasty, but if you really want to drink milk, you should be drinking milk from a Homo sapien, a human being, if you want to drink milk, right? Because that is for nurturing of human bodies, not a cow body. Now, hopefully I'm not speaking over anybody's head. I'm getting to a point here. Trust, but verify. Also in the nutrition game, we read all this information about meat. Do your research on meat. Meat is a class 1 carcinogen. Okay, I love meat. I love a good plate of ribs. I love some fried chicken. I love some bacon. I love some steak. I love it all, right? But unfortunately, it's a class 1 carcinogen. Do your research, trust, but verify. Especially, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to your finances, okay? Your finances. When it comes to when I give you information or any other media or person that you may subscribe yourself to, whether be in person or online, trust but verify the information, because you simply just don't know. Think about it like this. We always agree on sleep, right? Sleep is one of the most important things, because sleep affects you on a molecular level that actually generates energy for your soul, even though the food and water does the same amount that gives you that boost of energy. But you need sleep in order to get up in the morning and keep going, because you can eat all the food and drink all the water you want, but if you don't have sleep, your body will crash. Your body will crash. Trust but verify. Why do I tell you this? Because a lot of times we just take people's word for things, and we're like, oh, he's such a great guy, she's such a great woman, you know, she's really enlightful. And for them, it may be the truth. But did you know that information change almost daily? Nutrition information change daily. Financial information change daily. But now, granted, there is some financial information out there that does not change, right? If you invest, statistics show, if you invest in ETF index and even individual stocks over a long period of time, that you will make money, okay? That you will make money over the course of time. If you invest in your 401k, if you invest in your 403b, your 407, if you do a Roth IRA for the long term, statistics and analytics show that you will sustain, according to the amount that you contribute, right? You will accumulate a certain amount of cash, dealing with mathematics and metrics. Those things are proven. That is why science, right? The science way of doing things is proving, disproving, or proving hypothesis, and going through a thesis and a theory and proving those things to be true or false is very important, even in your everyday life. I advise you to look at the methods of how scientists prove and disprove theories. Okay, they approve and disapprove theories. They ask a certain particular question, and then they go through these methods according to their methodology of disproving or approving to see if it has certain results that they believe to be true or false. How do you think technology, how do you think medical science advances, right? Because they go through a process of approving or disproving the findings. And just as well as a lawyer, a doctor, a scientist, even with you think, you know what? I make $4,000 a month. How do you know that? Did you take it through some sort of method or some sort of steps and levels that's going to show you how much? Because I've been preaching and teaching. Okay, I've been warned with you guys. Create a budget, and you just like, oh, I'm just gonna listen to old Ross World, but I ain't gonna create this budget because you know what? I don't want to see what's in the dark room. I don't want to see what's going on in my own finances. You know what? I'd rather just be entertained, but I don't want to be informed. I'd rather be entertained, but I don't want to be informed. That's the thing. See, when you look at these videos on YouTube, on Facebook, on Vimeo, whatever it may be, wherever you get your information, some sort of online news, whatever it may be, the question is this: do you read it and you think you now know the information, or did you check on multiple sources, on multiple references? Did you ever give that term a thought? Like when I think about certain things in just media, they can just feed us certain dog whistle terms that we don't necessarily subscribe to, we don't necessarily believe, because it has a projection or it has the image of me. Like I think about BET, but no one understands that BET at one particular time was bought out by, I think it was Viacom, which was actually owned by, I believe, the Chinese. I could be wrong, but you need to trust and verify. Okay, you need to trust and verify. It's kind of like certain people's principles in corporate America: disagree and commit. I mean, yeah, disagree, but go along until you find the information that true to be false. So trust but verify, if you can look this up and you can trust and verify yourself, is that trust and verify is actually a Russian proverb. It's a Russian proverb, just as well as though when you enjoy the suffering of others, like you actually find enjoyment, that's a Nazi term. I don't know the German word or phrase for it, but that's a Nazi term. So I want you guys to get all the information and then make it applicable and apply it to your life. But at the end of the day, before you make these changes, you have to trust but verify, because you know what? You trust your kids. You love your kids. But woo, you sure gonna verify what they say, especially when they tell you some outlandish bull crap. You're like, hold up. They want you to take all your clothes to school or just your shirt for you to play sports? Nope. They said take all my clothes. Oh, no. Okay, I think you misinterpreted that, baby. Trust, but you have to also verify. So let me ask you this. The one thing I'm telling you is financial information, right? I'm giving you financial information, and then there's some advisement within that. But let me ask you this. Why is it with money and certain other entities, but as soon as I talk about nutrition, I see people drop offline? You know why? You hate for somebody to tell you messing up in your life. It's kind of like when I was looking at a video dealing with Dr. Boyce Watkins, and he had said something about Lizzo. And that became this big media storm. Some black toxic masculinity, black male, speaking on the black female. And the only thing, his point, in my perspective, right, is all perception and biases, right? And I tell you that, quite frankly, I don't care, is how we view things. I just thought that he was putting information out there how the media uses certain black people as scapegoats in order to make us softer, in order to keep us down at a particular level. They pick and choose who they want to raise up to a particular level, and who are they usually? And here's again, if you are part of the LGBT community, take this with a grain of salt, because I have nothing against you people or at all, because we are all people and I love all people and I want all people to survive. But take it like this. They want, essentially, this is my perspective, they want all the black females to have the mammy complex, right? The big fat, let me take care of you complex, like the mammies used to be back in the slave homes. Then they want all the black men either to listen without challenging, and follow orders, so to speak, and don't challenge anything they say, or be gay. Am I saying something is wrong with being gay? No, that is your sexual preference. That is your sexual choice. Whether you think it's scientific, whether you was born like that, or it was your choice. I'm just saying that is on you. I don't care about none of that stuff because I got one thing in mind, and that's in educating and informing people about financial literacy, about financial intelligence, about being financially woke. Okay, so that is the thing that we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen. When you receive information, did you do a deep dive? Did you analyze? Did you research to see what that source of information is coming from? Just because it's on BET don't mean it's for black people. What I mean is this: just because somebody looks like you is giving you information and you believe that it's for you, then you may be sadly mistaken. Because I'm gonna tell you, some of the biggest white supremacists look like you and I. Because I guarantee if somebody will say, you know what, I want you to say these things and I'm gonna give you $250,000. Not over a year, I'm gonna give you a check for $250,000. You know how many black people will come out the woodwork? Do you know how many black people come out the woodwork? You're like, well, you know, it don't seem that bad to me because I got these bills to pay. I got this college loan to pay off. I got mouths to feed. This is going to help my business, right? Because we believe that we want to be successful if we assimilate, if we indoctrinate ourselves into a white culture. Guess what? African Americans are already the whitest black people in the world. We're the whitest black people in the world. Understand what I'm talking about. America is over 70% Caucasian. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm just saying we inherited this thing. We actually was born into this thing. And I'm not saying you should go and do outlandish things to be more black. No, but be true to oneself. Understand what you are, who you are, and where you come from. And don't sell out your own people for a couple of dollars. Because at the end of the day, those who prop you up can tear your ass down. And then you're going to be looking around like, I need y'all help. Y'all know people like that who disenfranchise themselves, right? They separate themselves from the black community, but soon as the white people outright their butt, now they want to come on back to the black community like, I need y'all support. Man, get the fuck out of here. This is Financial Literacy 101. So when somebody tell you something, trust, but you better verify. I'm out.